Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new DX Button Reacts for the Ubisoft Forward for 2022 with a 3-minute warning based on the live stream that I'm watching. I am the host of the X Bottom podcast, Alejandro,
I
without
need
my usual co-host, Paul,
550 radar weapon things.
because
Do you have any skill
he's not
points?
here because this is
I
a
have 3.
freaking Saturday because Ubisoft
Alright, so
decided to
let's find
throw
you,
this on a Saturday
guys,
while
this area.
they could have done it during the week, or some people may be a little bit more ready. One would think that more people would want to watch these things on a weekend when they're not working, but for some reason other people just like to go outside or have stuff to do. Well, not me, so I'm now reacting to whatever the hell Ubisoft is about to say. And this is very bittersweet because this forward is finally coming out after they have been so quiet for a while, and now after we got the news that Tencent is like getting close to having a majority of this company, and that makes me so sad because I have been one that really has shit on this company for like so long over this past year because they were just making the worst of the worst decisions, like trying to throw so many free-to-play games out to see what stuck, and Hyperscape dying, X-Defiant having, and both Ghost Recon Frontline having the most downvoted reveal trailers of all time, it felt like, or at least from recent times, that ironically then prompted in the same year YouTube was like, yeah, we're gonna be hiding dislikes because
you're not the bad guy. Oh, you're the bad guy.
we are just we want to keep some positivity before
Hang on, I'm trying to be
and
really...
completely just undermining the fact that having dislikes can actually tell you if something's wrong, and instead of just trying to throw a curtain smoke over things. So but yeah, it's like we'll see. It's like Ubisoft has just been like so rough, especially their whole NFT thing that happened like late last year into like the early this year with the whole quartz thing, and then now they don't even talk about it because it just fails so catastrophically. Like, it's so sad that the Ubisoft right now cannot rely on having the whole garbage that was happening with Activision Blizzard, with the whole like sexual harassment that was like had them all over the news last year, because the Microsoft acquisition now is like, oh yeah, well, all that's happening is like now people suddenly forgot, and now more eyes are on Ubisoft, which was the previous company that was suffering through all of that, and reportedly that's why we have had such a lack of games, because they have had problems with staffing because they haven't apparently fixed their culture problems. So but we'll see. Like,
that's all the updates we had for you on the
within my heart, I will always appreciate Ubisoft because the golden era of Ubisoft is some of my favorite games ever. And when Assassin's Creed was really good, is like that was one of my favorite things ever also. So we'll see. It's now 10 seconds now, and they're gonna tell us the future of Ubisoft and also the future of Assassin's Creed, which has been leaking like the Titanic. So here we go. Like, when I really think about it, I can't believe that Far Cry 6 was the last thing, like big thing that they released, and that was last October, almost a year ago. So
Hi everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the September edition of Ubisoft Forward, the showcase where you get a taste of all the great things we're cooking up. I'm one of your hosts, Neelam Kumar.
I'm Yusuf Magid, and I'm so happy to be here today because this year we're global, streaming in no less than 11 different languages. So a big hello to everyone around the world.
Still watching it
We're
in
also
English.
live in 4 sign languages and 2 audio descriptions, so we got you all covered.
Yo, Neelam, I love this studio. I feel like we're big time now. Come a long way from being interns. I mean,
Yeah, it feels like the stage effects from that Disney uses to film
But let's get to the real reason why we're here today.
Mandalorian.
Games. If you caught the Ubisoft Forward pre-show, you should already be caught up on some super exciting updates from current releases. And now, in the next few minutes, we'll show you what you can expect from our live and upcoming games, concluding with a very special Assassin's Creed showcase.
in fact, let's check in with them right now.
Well, hello everyone. Stay tuned for the Assassin's Creed showcase.
Oh god, that's Sean
We'll celebrate the 50th
from
anniversary of this amazing
from the
franchise
OG
and
games.
share the future of Assassin's Creed.
So don't go anywhere.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah, I haven't really played Valhalla, so I didn't even know if Sean's in there, but I know he wasn't there in Origins and Odyssey. So I miss him and Rebecca.
Access to some of our best games. For more
I
information,
think the last time I saw them was Syndicate in the early intro
That's right,
cutscene?
and what a
Who
better
knows?
way to start
I
the
only
show
played
than
that game
by diving
once.
straight into the colorful world of Mario and the Rabbids. This latest adventure, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, is set to release on October 20th on Nintendo Switch. Before we catch up with the game's creative director, Davide Soliani, let's take a quick look.
Yeah, the first Rabbids, it's always on sale. It's the rare Nintendo game that's always on sale. And I hear mixed things all the time. That people say it's really good, other people are like, yeah, it's just mid. It's like, at least it works. And it's not like I dislike the Rabbids. I know that my co-host Paul absolutely abhors them. I know there's people that absolutely just straight up hate anything regarding the Rabbids. I don't mind them, even though they're ugly. So.
Hello everyone. A few months ago,
Hello there.
we gave you an exclusive on Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, showcasing the game's
Definitely from
unique
Milan with
mix
the
of
Rs.
turn-based combat, real-time action, and open exploration. We also did a deep dive on our unique team of heroes. I want to thank you so
Team of
much
heroes.
for your tremendous feedback. And I know you now want to see more gameplay.
Me being a Latino,
So
I
today we
always
are
love
back
the
to
R
show you
R
for the very
tests.
first time, a first
Very
look
first
at
time.
one of the quests from the game, including a special battle that we took great pleasure in crafting.
I will still say that like, visually it definitely looks like a step up from the other one. I know there are many people like when this was revealed, was it last E3? Yeah, at the last E3 in 2021, everyone was like, this definitely looks very good for the Switch. Is this a sign of the Switch Pro, the alleged Switch Pro?
Is struck by a drought caused by curses.
And then it turned out it was like the OLED that had the same specs.
Go now. To help the planet blossom again, Mario and his friends must reach the top of the volcano. To get there, they will have to find their way to the central station and take the Wiggler train. Terra Flora, like all the planets of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope,
Ubisoft must be really happy that they at least had this deal with Nintendo, because then otherwise this year it was just skull and bones, and I feel that thing is DOA.
with the help of people,
After they finally gave all the details a month or two ago with the live service, no campaign stuff, it's like, you just signed your death warrant, especially releasing the same day as Sonic and the day before God of War Ragnarok. So, if it somehow still manages to be successful, that would be, I'd be shocked.
And hidden caves. But let's get back on track. We have a train to catch.
Yeah.
All aboard!
Man, I really hope the reports from Giant Bomb's Jeff Grubb and GameSpeed's Mike Minotti are true, that Nintendo's actually planning a Nintendo Direct for the next week, or the next week. And obviously then they made the update. I don't even know if they even like updated since then, saying that what happened with the Queen of England was gonna delay that Nintendo Direct, which to me is asinine. But it makes sense. It's like, I've been looking even at my local news here where I'm at. It's like they won't shut up about what just happened there. It's a big deal with the Queen of England, RIP. So.
Mario and his friends will face numerous enemy archetypes on the battlefield, each with specific strengths and weaknesses. We need to prepare accordingly. Let's pick Bowser first. His huge health stats will allow him to sustain heavy damage. Rabbid Rosalina's signature technique will be key to neutralize enemies, while the other heroes focus on the Darkness Eyes. We'll keep Mario in the team to take advantage of his great mobility skills. Now, the Sparks. There are dozens of Sparks you can pair with your heroes. They will grant elemental damage, resistances, help control the battlefield, and much more. Othering will help Rabbit Rosalina getting
Yeah, I'm
behind
not sure
enemy
I'm big on
lines
this
to wreak
UI.
havoc.
It's like it has like it's
We're done
Fortnite-ish,
prepping,
but also
so
looking
now
really
is the
cheap.
time to fight. Let's activate Mario Spark Aquanox to gain additional splash damage. Thanks to the splash effect, Mario can push the Ouzo out of the train, while he destroys the electric barrel with his second
Yeah, I'll
attack.
just be transparent. It's like anything that has to do with turn-based, it has to be like really special for me to get into it. Like literally, ironically, because it came from Ubisoft. The last time I enjoyed anything turn-based was both South Park: The Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole, and I enjoyed those because their systems were just so simple, and it made it so easy to just
We must get rid of them quickly.
play and then just enjoy the hilarity of it all. Especially with Stick of Truth, Fractured Butthole, I didn't like as much, but
Let's
even
use
at me
Mario
like
Spark Glitter
Persona,
to lure those
you know, my
enemies
friend
out into the open
JOK,
before
he
triggering
has
Mario's signature
wanted me to
ability,
play that stupid
Hero
game for
Sight.
so long, and I always say, yeah, it's like I know that it's so beloved. It's like especially Persona 5 Royal coming to everything now on October, but it's like I have to have the will to just do turn-based. I'm very ADHD sometimes with my games. I just like pressing buttons, so I don't like waiting.
His landing damage ability, combined with the
Yeah,
devastating
this is looking
power of
at
Sacrifice,
least
his
for my
Sharp
taste, is
Spark,
looking a
and
little bit
Mario's
more
Spark
active,
Fire will
and I
be
think that's how the
sharper
first
than
game was.
his
Again, I didn't play that one, so.
Teamwork
But again, I don't know if I'd
synergies
even
are
buy
key to
it
gain the
still,
upper
so.
hand in battle.
But because it's not Nintendo first party, I know that it could get to 15 bucks like
We must
the
reach low
original,
voltage
so
to destroy the darkness eyes
I
on
don't know
the
what people
Wiggler's
say.
back. This won't be easy, as the lone wolves will react by shooting any moving hero coming into range. They inflict heavy damage to Bowser. Thankfully, Exosphere, his shield spark, absorbs some of the damage. Brute Force won't make it here. It's time for a stealthy move with Rabbit Rosalina. Her spark, Ethering, can turn her invisible,
Oh, I just noticed
allowing
something
her to
about my
approach the
background.
Lone Wolf safely.
I'm dumb.
Now that we are close to them, we can use her signature technique
Because
and
I'm just by
neutralize them
myself.
momentarily. This will allow Mario to approach safely and focus on the darkness eyes.
The darkness.
A few more turns have passed. Only 2 darkness eyes remain, but new powerful enemies have spawned, and even Bowser cannot withstand their powerful attacks. We have only 2 heroes left, and the last darkness eyes are far out of attack range. But Mario can count on his iconic stomp attack and jump from one enemy to the other before delivering the final blow. This is it. The Wiggler is defeated, and our heroes can resume their journey. I hope you enjoyed this very special battle. That's all for now.
Thank you.
I hope you also enjoyed seeing an old friend from Nintendo in there. This was only a first taste of our new take on combat. It has intuitive gameplay with huge tactical possibilities. Thanks to the multiple combination of sparks and ingredients available in the game, anyone can create combos as marvelous as they are powerful.
That's marvelous.
The release is almost there, and we are hard at work to polish our game and deliver the best Mario Plus Rabbids experience on October 20. We cannot wait for you all to discover this brand new adventure. And that's not all. We have
The next
one
episode of the
more
X button
big
that I
thing
record, I'm
to
definitely gonna
reveal.
speak with that
This
Hardar.
cosmic journey
I'm gonna annoy
will
Paul.
not stop at launch. We have so many wild ideas that we want to explore in the coming year. It is a bit early to announce all of it, but I couldn't resist to give you a small peek at what is to come. Our post-launch plans include 3 DLCs, and the third one will even introduce a new special playable hero. For me, as a creator, and for many at the studio, it's a dream come true to have him going in an adventure with our dear Rabbids heroes. I hope
I wonder
you
who
will
that hero
like
is.
the biggest surprise of our season pass. Thank you.
Rayman? Okay. It's funny that the rabbits were introduced with Rayman and they then have just existed by
I
themselves.
love
So
the rabbits and I love the world of Mario.
I
I'm
mean,
so glad to see
man,
them teaming up once
I
again.
miss Rayman
Davide
Origins
is so
and
passionate
Legends.
about what he
I
creates,
hate
and
that
can't wait
Ubisoft
to
has
play as
just
Rayman on
left
my
that
team in
series
this new
to
DLC
just
adventure.
die.
If you like what you just saw and want to dive into the conversations online, just use hashtag #UbiForward. It's up there on the screen.
Now, back in July, we revealed the new direction of Skull and Bones. And since then, the team at Ubisoft Singapore has been hard at work getting the game ready for launch.
Let's take a deep dive into the world of Skull and Bones.
I want to see them try to convince me that this game's not going to be a trash
The
fire.
end of the 17th century, when ruthless corporations ruled the seas with an iron fist. They ignited a battle for global supremacy to dominate the world's most valuable trade routes. A flood of exotic goods from the Indian Ocean stormed the West, creating new addictions and a violent race for control. And where there's blood, there are predators. Labeled as enemies of all mankind, this new breed of pirates will show no mercy.
Classic pirate stuff.
Sailing through dangerous waters, they created secret trading networks and built their pirate empires. But they were always on the edge of losing it all and sinking to the depths as Skull and Bones.
It'll never not be funny. That's this whole Ubisoft original that they keep doing. They want to be like this whole prestige thing, and Ubisoft things are just like the most vanilla.
It's a dangerous world,
At least in their majority.
Everything around you is either your prey or your downfall. This is where you and your friends will have an authentic pirate experience. In our game, as your infamy begins to spread across the Indian Ocean, you will gain access to your own pirate lair, known as the Helm. Here, you'll kickstart your ascent as a pirate kingpin by manufacturing and smuggling illegal and high-value goods to sell to the highest bidder. No longer taking orders from other pirates, you'll now be the one calling the shots. But with all the riches now for you taking, you'll also have more to lose. So beware, the vultures are circling, biding their time to strike you down. Will you fend off pirate rogues, eyeing your cargo as you extract your contraband, or undone rivals who want a piece of your pie? Maybe you'll plunder forts for
I'll say this, I did enjoy
and flood the
pirate
black
combat
markets,
in
or
Assassin's
even
Creed 4
go on
Black
treasure
Flag,
hunts
but
to dig up valuable
I'll also be
hidden
honest, I know
stashes.
that a lot of
We've
people are
been
like Black Flag is one of the
gathering
best
your
Assassin's
feedback
Creeds
through
ever,
our
and
insider
I don't
forwards
agree
and
with
other
that.
channels.
I think it's more in the middle tier, but it was definitely better than 3.
Is what some of our participants have to say about the
3 was just a big disappointment, and I played a lot of it. I tried to fool myself into wanting to love 3 until like years later I really realized it's like, yeah, that game no bueno.
Here. I joined the Skull and Bones Insider program back in 2021.
I've actually been part of the Insider program ever since its inception.
I've sailed, plundered.
Hey, the good thing is that this thing's actually coming out. I thought it was going to be cancelled. Remember, this was like revealed in 2017. We're 5 years removed.
One of the things that I enjoy about it the most is streamlined feedback, actually reaching the developers.
The developers are passionate about this game.
I get to connect with other gamers who are just as passionate and excited about Skull and Bones as I am.
Happy to see
I'll say this, like, I know many devs are always passionate about their games, so don't come with that.
Your sales out there.
I truly think there's something for everyone, so I'm really eager to see all the polished and final versions of things brought into the game.
I just can't wait.
And the fact it's like a $70 live service game, that to me is what
all of you out on the high seas, be it friend or
just
foe.
sealed the deal.
A pirate's work is never done. As your fleet grows, so will our game. As in the pirate tales of old, you will always find a ship at the
I'll
center
say,
of the story.
considering all the
What's
time
so
that they
terrifying
spent not just on
most
Rayman,
will
on the Mario
That is what we want
and
for
Rabbids
our
game, but
pirates.
now this.
Your ship is your
I
entire
really
world.
I really fear
It is
that
where your
that's
success
it, and
will
then
be
we're gonna move
decided
into the
and
Assassin's
how
Creed
you will
stuff,
be recognized.
and
In Skull and
that'd be
Bones,
embarrassing.
To build a unique ship that
I would hope that they
inspires
would
fear
have
onto your enemies,
something in
there are
between.
3
I mean,
steps.
at least show us
Step
Prince of
1,
Persia.
pick your
Have you
weapons
done
and
some?
ammo.
I know you switched
These will
developers
make or
recently
break
to
your
Ubisoft
battles.
Montreal, the guys that
From
originally made the
blasting
fucking
ammo that
game.
ignores armor
So
and causes flooding, to tearing armor that rips your enemy sails apart, slowing them down for an easy kill. My favorite is crushing as it deals a devastating blow to most armor. Step 2. Choose your armor. With our game's weapon counter system,
and I
there
hope
will
that
be
Prince
an
of Persia
armor that
remake
can
actually does
counter
good, just to
each
show
damage
them it's
type.
like, yeah, it's a.
That's how we keep
You guys
tension
used to
high
do
at
like
sea.
more authored single player
Lastly,
stuff way
with the
back in the
look of
day
your
before you
ship,
went
put
all
on your
in into
scaleless war paint
open worlds and
head
live
out
service
with
shit.
a
So
ship that is instantly recognizable. Making this quick adjustment will transform you from sneaky smuggler to hard-hitting hunters or swift traders. Now, when you are out in the open sea, it's always best to have a friend or two to watch your back. In our PvVP world, you can choose to switch off PvP to prevent any friendly fire as well. Lastly, our game will be crossplay at launch, so you can pirate with your friends no matter what platform they are on. Until then, bon voyage, and see you all soon on the seas of Skull and Bones.
This could be the greatest heist ever. And you, Cully, will play the villain.
yeah, so we're 18 minutes like since this started, and the fact that they only talked about 2 games, it's. I really feel bad for Ubisoft. It's like it really does feel like they're struggling. Because either they're just gonna like really stretch this out, or they have this much to show about anything else that's not gonna be Assassin's Creed Mirage and everything else that leaked. So. Yeah, they're still.
Oof,
They're committing to November 8th.
My own pirate ship, explore the Indian Ocean, and hunt you down and steal all your loot.
Gee, I love you too.
It's out of love. It's out of love.
Skull and Bones were released this year on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. All right, we're on to the next title.
Riders Republic is our massively multiplayer outdoor sports game where players mountain bike, snowboard, ski, and wingsuit.
I mean, it's already a release game, so it's like, hey, at least they're still supporting it. I know Riders Republic had some fans last year, so, and it looked different for Ubisoft. So. I harp on them that they do the same game over and over again and with different coat of paint. At least Riders Republic had a little bit that made it differentiate from whatever they're doing at the time. So I do wonder if they're going to talk about For Honor also. That's also been a shockingly successful thing from them for over the last 5 years. Same as Siege. I'll give them credit though. It's like, if there's been one good thing about Ubisoft's perpetual live service pursuit is that they actually do commit to their games. It's rare for them to really cut on support quick, like what had recently happened with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Obviously that one was reviewed so poorly and sold so little compared to what Wildlands did, that even though they tried to salvage it and make it with a game that it could and should have been, they did cut loose last year, so that only lasted 2 years. And obviously, Wildlands had to cut support because Breakpoint was coming. So,
Riders
but
Republic
Wildlands
Season
was
4
good at
and
least.
the BMX add-on launches in just 4 days on September 14th. And guess what? You can play Riders Republic for free on all
nice.
platforms. Details are below.
Now it's time to put the spotlight on one of our
I
most
bet just for a
successful
weekend,
online action
unless if they
role-playing
make it free to play,
It's
that
time
would be
to catch up on the world
nuts.
of Tom Clancy's The Division.
Hello everyone, I'm Daria Ilina, community developer.
Yeah, I wonder if they're
for
gonna
Tom
be
Clancy
revealing
Division
the
2.
Division Heartland,
After
but
more
that's
than 3
not from
years,
Massive.
Tom Clancy
So.
Division 2 is still releasing new content, and we have exciting times ahead.
Okay,
To
she
recap,
said
Season 9
the Division
Hidden
2.
Alliance brought you so much more than just
Good
a
game.
continuation
I
of
like the
story.
Division 2.
We introduced
I like the first one a
Countdown,
little better.
an all-new 8-player PvE
Not because it was
endgame mode,
mechanically better, I
plus
just
a brand
like
new
the
progression feature
snowy New
expert
York
views,
City better,
giving you
which is
new
why
ways
the
to progress your agent and
Warlords of New York
further
was that the
increase
name of the
build
expansion, I
variety
think?
and viability.
That came out in 2020
And
right
that's not
before
over.
lockdowns.
The Division 2 is
That thing
scheduled
was
to
good
receive
because it was
2 more
bringing me
major
back to the
updates
city
this
I
year,
liked.
Season 10
So-
and Season 11. You
Holy
will
shit,
be
had
able to
there's
enjoy
10
Season 10
seasons?
price
Oh yeah, well, I
forward
mean,
in
that
just
makes sense.
a
It's
few
been
days.
20.
It will
It's been
introduce
technically
additional
4 years
difficulty
since that
modes
game
for
came out,
Countdown
so
to push your
yeah, I
squad
shouldn't be
to the
surprised
limit,
about that.
add an array of long-awaited quality-of-life changes, and set you on the path to uncover the growing alliance between Natalia Sokolova and General Anderson. And when it comes to ensuring your agent looks the best for the new Manhunt, we've got you covered. Shape Paragon and Dark Path April events are packed with a variety of new outfits and vanity to give your agent.
They're saying like try it with Ubisoft Plus. I know that there was rumors that they were getting close to launching Ubisoft Plus over on Xbox, but it was not going to be on Xbox Game Pass. And Ubisoft Plus is technically part of the PS Plus Extra and Premium tiers, especially with the Classic. So I wonder if that includes that. That'd be cool because The Division 2 is a good game. I really like it. The fact that it came out the same year that the Ubisoft decided to put out Breakpoint, that another Tom Clancy game that wanted to be a live service, that still shocks me to this day.
With this in mind, we're happy to announce that we are committed to and have started working on The Division Year 5. The future is bright for The Division 2 and for the Division franchise as a whole. Now,
for a while, it seemed like they had just cut loose of the Division 2. That's why I stopped playing it.
Last few years, the team at Red Storm Entertainment
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting into Heartland, the game that they announced with never showing a single thing of footage.
Rebuilt operations in Manhattan. You've responded to the call in Washington, D.C., and now you're needed in the small town of Silver Creek, right in the heartland of America.
I know, like, what was said about this game was that it was going to be like a sort of battle royale that was going to take the survival mode from the first game that was actually interesting. That was part of the DLC.
In the Division Heartland.
Hey everyone, we're so excited to show you Heartland, an all-new standalone adventure in the Division universe. The teams poured their heart into this game, and we can't wait to share it with you. Welcome to Silver Creek. I'm Keith Evans, Creative Director in Heartland at Red Storm Entertainment. We've been involved here at Red Storm with the Division going back before the first game launched. Our partnership with Massive Entertainment made some games that we love. We're so excited to bring something new.
Them calling them the next chapter, I wonder if there's going to be like things other than that rumored survival/battle royale.
In the Division universe that features streamlined survival gameplay and a beautiful new world to explore. You play as a Division agent, given the task of protecting Silver Creek, a small town in Middle America.
I'll say this, it doesn't look good.
Rogue agents and a deadly contamination.
At least, unless my stream is like real crappy. I'm watching the IGN version at full 1080p.
To the franchise. Heartland feels fresh and distinct while still feeling at home alongside the other amazing games in this universe. We can't wait to have you join us in Silver Creek.
Follow the official Division social channels to learn more about the journey the team has taken and the important role of player feedback in the evolution of the Heartland experience. And register now for upcoming tests at thedivisionheartland.com. Finally, a few weeks ago, we welcomed a new
that's the
entrance
mobile
in the
game,
Division
I think.
franchise on mobile,
The Division Resurgence. This new opus brings the acclaimed AAA experience to mobile with the addition of a new storyline, factions, and much more. The team is
I'm just glad that the Division is still living on.
So it is our great
The
pleasure
first
to
game
be
was
able to give
huge.
you an
It launched
update on the
huge.
game.
Obviously, it had a
We wanted
massive
to take a
player
moment to
drop
thank
when
everyone who has participated
people
in the
realized the
closed
endgame was
alpha,
broken, which
playing
is classic
solo
for
or cooperating
looter
with others to complete a taste of the
live
game's
service
unique
games.
campaign
And then when
open
they
world
patched
activities.
1.4 later that year
feedback
hit,
has
like
been
everyone came
priceless
back
as
to
we
it, and it
keep
was like
fine-tuning
actually really
and
good.
improving the game.
So
Today, we're happy to announce that a closed beta test is coming this fall. This will be an opportunity to play the iconic conflict PvP modes and for the first time on mobile, the Dark Zone.
We leave you with a look at the trailer.
oh man, I do remember the days of the Dark Zone griefing. And all the memes like that Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End of everyone like aiming at each other with the guns. I was saying for mobile, this doesn't look bad, but it's still mobile, so fuck mobile. Yeah, people really forget that's what that was one of the big selling points of the Division, the Dark Zone.
We're super excited to see the Dark Zone coming to mobile. If you want to get a chance to test it out, don't forget to register now on the Resurgence website.
Oof, I want that sweet, sweet multiplayer action in the palm of my hands.
Speaking of which, there's another iconic multiplayer game that was recently announced, Rainbow Six Mobile. Let's take a quick look at what
Wait,
the dev team have in
was
store
it really?
for us following their
I must have missed
successful
that.
closed alpha test.
I will say this, like these mobile games actually do look way better than I was expecting considering they're just mobile games. But I mentioned before, like I ain't about mobile, so. But I mean, the devil known as Tencent is this close to becoming the full owner of the company, so of course they're gonna go more for having mobile because that's how they're gonna make their money over in
It's
China.
been a big, exciting year for our game, with the worldwide announcement and our first closed alpha taking place earlier this year. It was amazing, finally getting to see how our players and community reacted to the game, and we couldn't be happier with the initial feedback. Rainbow Six Mobile is a free-to-play game designed from the ground up specifically for mobile devices. When we started production, our objective was crystal clear: to bring the Rainbow Six universe to the mobile platform and allow more people than ever before from all around the world to enjoy this competitive, tactical, and team-based FPS experience. Our mission is to develop the best Rainbow Six experience possible on mobile, and we can only do that with your help. The dev team and I first want to thank our community for all your support and feedback during our closed alpha. We took that feedback to heart, and we've made many improvements. And it's not just the core gameplay, but our menu systems and user experience, matchmaking and round-to-round flow, and many other adjustments that will improve the overall experience, all thanks to you. And now, today, I'm very happy to announce that we are entering a new phase for Rainbow Six Mobile, the beta test. The closed beta starts this Monday, September 12th, And the good news is that Android users can still pre-register on Google Play for a chance to participate. Just a quick note for our iOS users, don't worry, we are working hard on our iOS version, and you will hear from us in the near future for upcoming tests. So, what can you expect to see in the game during the beta test? Our biggest addition is the first stage of our operator unlock and progression system. This means daily challenges to complete, a ticket system to play with and unlock your operators, and even a battle pass to progress through. On top of that, we have some great graphical and gameplay improvements, social features like voice chat and persistent teams,
Wait,
and a more
is the thing
streamlined
out?
menu flow. You will also be able to
Like,
compete in 3 iconic
I usually
Six
know a
maps:
lot because I
Bank,
do pay attention to what happens to Ubisoft because I
newly
shit on
added
them so much.
Clubhouse.
But
Keep in mind, this is still a work in
this
progress
one
version of the game.
completely like snuck on
Graphic
me because I
quality
knew
and
about the
content are
Division
much
mobile
improved
game.
from our alpha test, but still not final. As we continue along this exciting road to release, we must move forward alongside you, our players and fans. We believe this is the only way to deliver the best game experience possible, and we are dedicated to developing Rainbow Six Mobile in as transparent and collaborative way as possible with our players. Now, you may be wondering in which countries the closed beta will be available starting this Monday. Well, you'll find the answers in this next video. Thank you for all your support, and see you in the closed beta.
It's a time for everything. Ready for war? Yeah. It's a time for war. I'm back for more. I'm ready. It's a time for war.
Yeah, how it looks is like they took the engine for Siege and definitely just tried to downscale it. And to be fair, like Siege, it's a good looking game, at least for what it tries to do with its competitive, and people love Siege. I mean, the fact that it's gonna go 7 years. And I wonder if they're gonna talk about Siege or even Extraction, because I know Extraction bombed hard this year.
The Rainbow Six Mobile closed beta starts on September 12th.
Here at Ubisoft, we're developing some world-class partnerships with some very big players in the industry. Here to tell you a little bit more about it is a very special guest.
Hi, I'm Mike Perdue from Netflix. As you know, we've started to offer a selection of mobile games on our service. And today, I'm excited to announce our partnership with Ubisoft to continue bringing great games for players all around the world. Over the next few years,
I know they had recently Netflix announced that they have put mobile games inside their service and no one used them. So the fact that they're doubling down is hilarious for me.
The first game is Valiant Hearts 2, a sequel to the
Wait,
award-winning
what?
first game, directed by the original core team and available to play in January 2023. Next up, the second installment of Mighty Quest, also coming to Netflix in 2023.
Dude, Valiant Hearts was so good, and now it's just going to be on Netflix? What the fuck?
Fans of Assassin's Creed will be able to immerse themselves in the Assassin's Creed universe through both a live-action series and an original mobile game. We'll be sharing more details on each of these titles as we get closer.
You're just dropping that bomb like that? Like you're actually doing an Assassin's Creed series after the movie just kind of came and went and bombed?
Them on the Netflix mobile app. Thank you to the Ubisoft team for their partnership. And we're looking forward to bringing these great games to existing and new fans alike.
Ubisoft and Netflix, now that's something to celebrate.
And speaking of having something to celebrate, the next project shows how video games have grown. We don't just play them, we make movies based on them, and sometimes TV shows about making them.
And on that note, let's take a sneak peek at Season 3 of Mythic Quest.
Hello, everyone at Ubisoft Forward. I'm Rob McElhenney, writer, co-creator, and star of Mythic Quest on Apple TV+. For those of you who've seen the show, we can't wait for you to watch Season 3. For those of you who haven't seen Mythic
I've heard good
Quest,
things. I still don't have Apple
this
TV.
is the series for you. It's a show about a fake gaming company making a fake game, but produced by a real gaming company that makes real game elements for our fake game. Not to mention, we have actors like Ashley Birch, who are real gaming professionals, even though they play
Ashley
fake
Birch.
characters. You know what? Why don't you just watch this teaser for Season 3? It'll explain everything a lot better than I just did. And in case you're wondering, no, you don't need any new gear to watch Apple TV Plus. You can literally watch it on the same gaming console you play on.
Yeah, I'm still not over the fact that Valiant Heart sequel, that World War II
This is where the magic happens.
artful game from like 2014 is getting, it's coming out and only on Netflix. That just seems so weird.
Just be reasonable adults. No.
And watch no one play it. Hey, Ovid. Yeah. I forgot that he was in this.
I think I gotta go to Berkeley.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Or maybe he's always been there, or he's just in this season. I don't know.
Oh my god! Did I miss something?
We're leaving you and Mythic Quest.
No. Yes. No. Yes.
Yes. Now, let's talk about our future.
I'll say that Apple TV Plus has been, or Apple Plus, however you call that, has been making a good name for itself with actually high quality TV that I see rave from the TV critics that I follow. Like, I think it's called Severance, the one that,
yes,
the one show that everyone gonna shut up about this year. Yeah, Severance.
There's nothing like strange or nefarious going
directed by
on.
Ben Stiller. So.
And even if there was, you'd never know it. Sorry, wait, what?
Are you into the metaverse?
Hell yeah.
Tommy, where are you?
Yeah, of course you're gonna talk about the fucking metaverse.
In the office.
Lines are so Web 1. You don't want to be in Web 1, do you? You gotta think big. Hey, Pop.
Can everyone stop sneaking up on me?
I've been standing here alone for the last 20 minutes.
We're explorers.
Innovators.
So sus.
Creators. It doesn't matter what I believe about myself. What matters is what you believe about yourself.
This is the air of Brittlesby. What's it? Where's the buttons?
Hello? No buttons anywhere.
I'll say this, it's been 38 minutes since this started, and the only actual new things, like actual new games that they have announced was that Valiant Hearts 2 on Netflix, and that to me is insane.
I really love Mythic Quest. I'm so happy the show got renewed for a season 3.
Same here. Whether you've played every Ubisoft game in existence or more of a casual fan, there's something for everyone here at Ubisoft Forward.
Which brings us to a very special offer that we definitely haven't referenced before. Check this out.
What if we told you that Ubisoft makes the games you know and love, and that's only the beginning of so much
I mean,
more?
at a certain point you did.
The Assassin's Creed titles, even jump into competitive shooters to test your skills and your patience. Team up for co-op and tactical games where the only way forward is together. Question your definition of good and evil with some of the greatest villains in gaming. Plan, build, and create new worlds with Anno and the Settlers. Game night? You don't have to worry about tables being flipped. Need an adrenaline rush? No need for tickets or insurance here. And you thought Ubisoft only made open worlds? And guess what? Try it all for free starting now until October 10th. Hours and hours of gameplay and more being added every month with indie games and Skull and Bones available day one. Ubisoft Plus
Okay, that's
is available on PC, laptop, and mobile devices. Try it now for free at ubisoftplus.com.
Okay, and if you release over on PC, if you have Ubisoft Plus, you'll get to try Skull and Bones instead of having to pay $70 for it.
Neelam, you could fit a lot of free games in a 1 month.
You sure can, so be sure to sign up right now. Next up, we have an update that I know Trackmania fans are going to be excited about.
We think you're really going to like this next trailer. Check it out.
Well, I'll give them that Heartland was the first time we saw it, but that was already announced last year. It's still no announcement. Or I never played Trackmania, so I don't even know if it's good.
Hello everyone, I'm Augustin De Vita, producer on Trackmania at Ubisoft Nadeo. To the excitement of its 10 million fans, Trackmania is back on consoles and streaming platforms early 2023. And the first bit of good news is that crossplay and cross-progression will be available across all platforms: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Stadia, and Luna. Trackmania is free to play
Luna.
with no microtransactions.
I forgot that's still a
But
thing.
we do offer 2 premium assets that unlock even more social and community features. You will still experience that same adrenaline rush on extraordinary tracks, be it solo or online.
I'll give it to them, at
hundreds of
least
live
from an
opponents.
art style perspective.
We
It's
have
like, it
lots of
doesn't look
features
bad.
to keep you racing. There's a new seasonal official campaign every 3 months, esports events like the Cup of the Day with thousands of players, the Track of the Day which highlights our players' creativity, and you can team up with your friends to play in the Royal or Ranked game modes. And that's not all. Trackmania is the best place for creators to unlock their full imagination, with its industry-leading and powerful track editor featuring thousands of blocks and items. After its PC launch 2 years ago, the game is stronger than ever, with 280,000 tracks created by players worldwide. The great news is that these tracks will be available from day one on the console and cloud versions. With Trackmania Clubs, we are offering deep social features within the game, with car skin customization, private rooms, as well as campaigns and competitions organized by the players for the players. We're looking forward to reuniting the complete Trackmania community in one single world, no matter where and how you play, starting early 2023. Welcome to the club. I love me some Trackmania. I can't wait to hop online and play against all my friends.
I'm sure the both of you will have a great time.
Well, that was unnecessary. Moving on, let's jam out to our next release.
It's for Rocksmith Plus, right?
Sure is, Neelam. If you've ever dreamed of learning the guitar, Rocksmith Plus is for you.
Yeah, I will definitely say that with the live service focus they have now, is I'm watching these things just be like mostly updates of already released stuff. It's definitely a little dire. And I know the Avatar game was shown, well, shown in quotes, at the Disney Marvel Games showcase, but it wasn't really shown, so I would have hoped that they may show more here. But man, I would like for that game to just be out, because then that way they can work on that Star Wars game they announced a year ago.
Neelam, I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and I feel like Rocksmith Plus is the perfect tool to get me started.
Well, if you're going to learn guitar, you should also practice your dance moves.
You mean these dance moves?
How could I forget? Well, for those of you who like tearing it up on the dance floor like Yusuf, our next game is right up your alley. This year, get ready to step into a new era of Just Dance. Let's check out all the exciting surprises the team's been working on.
I do wonder though, is this them finally admitting to just committing to Just Dance as a platform? Because they always sell a new game every year. And I definitely have bought, I bought the 2018 one, and it had a good set list, and it was a good exercise like thing if you want to. But I mean, when Ring Fit Adventure over on Switch is like a more elaborate exercise tool, I'm not as big on Just Dance.
Hello everyone, I'm Claire Bourgne and I'm the senior producer on Just Dance.
And I am Matthew Tompkinson, creative director.
Over the past decade, Just Dance has become a fan favorite around the world. Whether it offers you an instant mood boost, a sense of community, a creative outlet, or a way to stay active, dancing is a form of expression that speaks to everyone.
Yeah, I'll just say this: like, this presentation has not been good,
hard at work on the latest
at least from
installment to bring
content.
you even more ways to dance.
This year, Just Dance offers a renewed experience with a new art direction, user interface, and an optimized recommendation system that finds playlists and songs that fit your every mood. We also invite you to discover brand new characters and follow them into immersive stories across rich visual and musical universes inspired by the latest hits and all-time classics.
The game
Hey, at
is
least they're
live
taking
at
a time to
heart,
sort of
and it will
revamp
continue to evolve
Just Dance.
throughout the year with new songs, new game modes, season, and much more. There is always something exciting happening in Just Dance.
For starters, for the first time ever in Just Dance, you can enjoy the new online multiplayer experience that will allow you to dance with whoever you want, no matter where they are. With this feature, you can create private groups of
crossplay.
up to 6 people for online dance sessions. Let's check out this new mode together. Here is the new homepage of Just Dance, where you can discover all the activities the game has to offer. Let's welcome our Just Dancers. Hello everyone. As you can see, you will be able to group with your friends, interact with them with our new sticker system, and pick the songs you want to party along. Okay, let's jump into the song If You Wanna Party.
I'll say one of the things that I do miss about the Ubisoft E3 conferences was when they were doing the weird dance moves, and you would see like the pandas dancing.
Well done, Elena. The new score results screen features the new detailed dancer cards. Of course, you will be able to personalize your own.
Thanks everyone for joining this session, the first one of many more to come. When you enter Just Dance, you will always have someone to play with, as you will join one united community gathered at the same place. We can't wait for you to get your hands on the game. We'll leave you with the first glimpse of some of the amazing songs of this year in the Just Dance 2023 edition. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, they got sued by Psycho. Okay. Ah, okay. Stay. At least they still have the finger in the pulse on the kind of songs that you need to put out in a yearly
Personally, I
installment.
can't wait to play with all my friends around the world. And yes, Neelam, I have friends around the world.
Anyway, Just Dance 2023 edition launches this holiday season, allowing you to finally dance with your friends wherever they are on the planet. As you might know, 15 years ago, we released a game that changed the world of video games.
With Assassin's Creed, we introduced a new gaming universe capable of transporting you back to the Crusades, as Altair took assassinations to the next level. And now, thanks to you, 15 years later, the brand is more alive than ever.
This is why we created a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed, to show you where the brand is going in the future. And we even have several surprises and announcements for you.
And now, who better to introduce a showcase like this than our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. I would like to congratulate all Ubisoft teams around the world for their tremendous work bringing these incredible games to life. And to all the players watching us, thank you.
This was literally just an hour build up towards
creating
the Assassin's Creed games that already leaked. So
is what drives us every day. Speaking of passion for games, we are celebrating 15 years since the first Assassin's Creed. Altair, Ezio, Arnaud, Bayek, Cassandra, Eivor, many of you have lived memorable moments with these characters, making history your playground, learning, challenging yourself, and
the fact that they
having fun.
they skipped literally he skipped Connor and Edward Kenway.
Collection of games, it helped shape the face of the video game industry and became an inspiration for players and developers around the world. And now, let's see what's next for this fantastic universe.
There you go. Now it begins. That song. It's his family theme. It's like top 5 greatest themes ever.
Are you ready for this? Of course you are. Come on, don't be shy. Don't let a fancy suit impress you. Don't let 1,000 fancy suits impress you. Be the thorn in history's side. Choose the greatest enemies. The captain.
Edward Kenway.
Sorry, mate. The Emperor. The boss's boss.
Requiescat in pace.
And make even greater friends.
Decent work, Leonardo.
Don't just pick a fight. Start a revolution.
Just the fact they went so hard into making a live-action representation of all the assassins is like, I mean, it's the 15th anniversary, so I'll allow it.
Go too far. Go too fast. Face the invisible. The impossible.
Yeah, Cassandra. Eivor. So I guess female Eivor is canon then.
To the greatest playground. History.
Hello everybody and welcome along to the first ever Assassin's Creed showcase. It is time to leap into history. I'm Danny Wallace here in our top secret hideout where I'll be bringing you some sneak peeks, special guests.
So I guess I can just snooze on that Ubisoft Forward thing and just call it trash, and now we're in the official showcase. Welcome to the Assassin's Creed showcase.
Assassin's Creed's senior community developer, Ubisoft's own Alice Terrett. Welcome to the show. Alice, can you believe it's been 15 years?
Thank you so much, Danny. I cannot believe it's been 15 years.
It's a series very close to my heart because I'm in it. I'm lucky enough to voice Sean Hastings, who first appeared back in Assassin's
that's the video that I was
2.
mentioning
Now,
that
Sean sounds
from Syndicate. That was the last time I
exactly
saw
like
him.
me, which may give you a clue as to the limits of my acting range. This year, we are celebrating 15 years since the release of the first Assassin's Creed.
It's been an amazing journey
One of
with
my
our community
favorite
that
games
started
ever.
back on the rooftops of the Holy Land.
Especially the second
It's
one,
taken
but
us
that
to the
first
Italian
game is
Renaissance,
always...
into the center of
I'll
revolutionary
always stand that
wars,
first
to
game.
ancient worlds, and to many incredible places in between. We've met unforgettable characters and been to breathtaking locations, allowing you to leap into history and relive pivotal moments from our past. It's been a phenomenal 15 years, and we are so glad that you came along for the ride. For the 15-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed, we want to truly celebrate with you, our community. We know that you've been dying to find out what's next for Assassin's Creed, and so...
Just on that
Yeah, you
point,
guys
it does
blue
sound
balled
a
us
lot
in
like you're
June.
about to announce a new game or something, and
I am about to announce a new game.
I just thought it'd be nice, seeing as I'm here.
So anyways, it's time to discover what we've been crafting in the shadows.
I hope you brought a trailer at least.
I have. Roll the trailer.
The not-so-secret Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
I am.
Ready to sacrifice everything you held close?
I am.
That lady sounds like that that chick from Mass Effect. That's also from like Star Trek, I think.
Are you ready to leave your life behind and walk the path of shadows?
From like Tali's race.
Then out of the dark, you will come into the light.
I'm just glad they finally are back into that sort of era of the series. Close to like 1.
And from the light, you will return to the dark.
You know, at the time where they had to like slash the finger.
Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold.
Now, I think my only apprehension about this Assassin's Creed Mirage is that it's being developed by a Ubisoft studio that usually doesn't make them. I think it's Ubisoft Bucharest. They're usually made by Montreal or Quebec recently. And there's rumors that they're gonna showcase what that Infinity live service thing's gonna be. So.
From this day forward, you are a hidden one.
I just love that the Ezio family theme has just been appropriated by the entire series now, because it's just the most iconic of all of them.
Well, will you look at that? Assassin's Creed Mirage, everybody. And here to tell us more, it is Ubisoft Bordeaux's narrative director, Sarah.
Oh, Ubisoft Bordeaux.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Sarah, we just had a little glimpse of Mirage. What can you tell us about this latest and very special Assassin's Creed adventure?
Well, indeed, it is special. We go back to the roots of the series. It's been 15 years, as you know, and we wanted to go back to the action-adventure game that you know, narrative-driven game. We've been focusing on stealth, parkour, and of course,
You're
assassination.
speaking my language.
Now, I've been playing a lot of Valhalla recently, and from watching that trailer, I couldn't help but notice Basim.
Yes, you're right. It's Basim. It's 20 years before Valhalla, so it's a young Basim that is going to be coming from a street thief to a master assassin.
Oh, fantastic. And so where does his kind of adventure begin?
Well, it begins in Baghdad. It's the beautiful, magnificent, vibrant city of Baghdad that you're going to roam through the game. And it's a very dense city where you're going to meet a lot of different people.
That's amazing. I know our community is going to be very excited to explore Baghdad. So Sarah, what can you tell us that makes Mirage special to you specifically?
Well, to me, obviously, it's all about the story. So as you saw, we have a couple of charismatic characters, starting from Basim. So Basim is our lead character. We do have Russian that you spotted in the trailer. She's Basim's mentor. We also have a lot of historical characters, like in every Assassin's Creed, so political leaders, for example, but not just. We do have a couple of very, very interesting characters in there.
Yeah, I wonder who is the historical characters from like Baghdad. I'm not big in Baghdad.
Have you got any more?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Did you recognize the voice from the trailer?
I did, actually. Can I reveal it? Can I reveal the exclusive?
Yeah, if you know.
It was the Emmy-winning actress, wasn't it? Shorey Aghdashloo.
It was.
Yeah, that's the actors that I mean. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have her in the cast. She's going to be portraying Russian. So she's going to be the voice of Basim's mentor that you saw in the trailer, actually.
Yeah.
And the
Her name is like so weird, but gosh, yeah, I love her voice.
It's such a recognizable voice, which is why I recognized it, of course.
Well, and we were lucky enough to catch up with Shorey earlier, and she had this very special message.
Hello, everyone. I am Shorey Aghdashloo, and I'm thrilled to announce that I will be voicing Roshan, Basim's mentor in Assassin's Creed Mirage. When Ubisoft approached me to voice this character, I was immediately seduced by Roshan's strong personality and her backstory. She's a true warrior who fights for justice and protects her fellow hidden ones at all costs. She is loyal and honest, but keep her former self behind a shroud of mystery. And of course, the fact that she is a mature woman from Persian origins made her resonate even more with my own story and background. Playing such a character is a unique opportunity that I could not miss. I hope you will love her as much as I do. It's a real pleasure for me to collaborate with the Assassin's Creed brand and play one of the main characters in such an anticipated new game. I am wishing you all a happy AC 15th anniversary. Thank you all. Yours, sincerely, Shorey Aghdashloo.
What a nice message. What a recognizable voice as well, just instantly. And she seems thrilled to be part of this.
Yeah, I think she is, really.
That's good. A welcome addition to the Assassin's Creed world. So finally, obviously the question everyone wants to know, when can we get our hands on Mirage?
Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be available in 2023.
And if you pre-order now,
We already
you
knew
also
that.
get the exclusive 40 Thieves side quest. But it's not all. We also have a collector's case available for pre-order as well. It includes.
Are you really
figurines,
gonna like
Basim,
ask for
and other
pre-orders without
exclusive
showing
surprises
gameplay?
that
That's
you will love.
choice.
Thank you, Sarah, for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Yes, it looks fantastic. Right, we'll be dropping more exclusive news from the world of Assassin's Creed very shortly. But first, we wanted to celebrate the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed with you. Let's remind ourselves of some of the highlights and, of course, the impact of this groundbreaking series.
Out of the dark, you come into the light. From the light, you will return to the dark. Are you prepared to travel the Eagle's path?
Welcome aboard. It's prizes, plunder, and adventure ahead.
We are all different, but our creed will unify us.
Yeah, Bayek. Man, Syndicate deserves more respect. It absolutely deserves more respect. It didn't deserve to be like so shunned because of Unity, when it was such a much better game than Unity.
This life, it chose me.
Revelations. Assassin's Creed China, I think it was, or was that Russia?
What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves. Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not
Edward
plunge
Kenway
headlong into
and
folio
Shay
yours of a
Cormac.
single madman. but act according to our own collective madness.
From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. We are the Hidden Ones.
Yeah, the Ezio and Embers, I think it was called.
It is a good life we lead, rather.
The best. They never change.
And only on Xbox and PC can you experience the whole 15 years, because Assassin's Creed 1 is just not available on PlayStation.
You want to jump back in and just play through the whole series again?
Well, Danny, to continue the celebrations, we also have a new documentary out today, which gives a behind-the-scenes look at the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed. Let's take a sneak peek.
I'll definitely watch that.
For me, Assassin's Creed represents my whole video gaming career. It's really like where I learned my job, where I grew in my job.
That was really the game that showed to me, hey, you gotta step it up, but like you gotta move on from the PS2, and I fell in love ever since.
Yeah, it's like Assassin's Creed eventually became tried because how often Ubisoft beat it into the ground, but
especially in those early days,
you can never deny like looking at that first game and what it was doing with the climb everywhere.
Just like climbing
in 2007.
things and just looking at this world and being like, oh wow, I've never done this in a video game before.
We're always looking for the next Assassin's Creed. No matter which one is your favorite, you'll always be tied to it because of just how connected they've kept you in from the beginning.
It's not just a game, it has a philosophy behind it.
It's a universe. It's not just a single setting in a single time, but it's different settings at different times. It's like a narrative universe that comes to life.
Beyond the Creed.
Well, that looks worth a watch to me. Where can we see it? Is it somewhere on the internet?
Yes, it will be on the internet. You can catch it on the Ubisoft and GTV YouTube channels, but don't go anywhere just yet.
No. So, back to business, and I've just finished the Dawn of Ragnarok expansion for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I had a great time, but I would like some more.
Yeah, that's one of our most ambitious expansions to date. But Danny, if you want more, I've got great news.
Yeah, I heard many mixed things about Dawn of Ragnarok. I have it installed there, I just haven't played it.
Hello everyone, I'm Gareth Glover, Game Director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla's post-launch. Since launch, we've continued to create new and exciting content for our community to enjoy. We've already released new game modes and activities into the world of Valhalla, such as River Raids, Tombs of the Fallen, Mastery Challenges, and more recently, the roguelite Forgotten Saga. Today, I'm excited to announce that in a few months' time, we will also be launching the last chapter. So let's take an exclusive first look.
Yeah, I think the last chapter is kind of like what they did with Cassandra on Odyssey recently when they announced the crossover.
I feel you close. An uproar of memories stretching far into the past. I have done all I can for my people. It is time to say goodbye and set forth for distant shores and new adventures.
Fascinating. Eivor grapples with Odin's memories in a way unfamiliar to me. Where will this new conflict take you, I wonder?
When is it out?
The last chapter is a free quest arc, which nicely ties up some of the storylines established throughout the game. We'll see Eivor reunite with some key characters, including some influential historical ones. We can't wait for you to experience it. Back to you, Danny and Alice.
So no date.
Danny,
Cool.
Are you ready for some more exclusives?
No, I'm not. No, I'm a little overwhelmed already, but please go on.
Okay, well, our next guest can do just that. He's no stranger to the Assassin's Creed family with a list of credits, including creative director of Assassin's Creed Syndicate and producer of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm, of course, talking about Marc Alexis Cote. Mac, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Alice. It's great to be here, and I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you. So let's start with our community. Can you tell us what makes Assassin's Creed so beloved by our global community?
Well, at Ubisoft, our mission as a company, as expressed by Eve, is to enrich the lives of players. On Assassin's Creed, we have a very clear take on that mission.
Yeah,
we
that's
want history to be everybody's playground as we immerse players into the richness of our shared past. What makes AC different, though, is this kind of unique mix between historical accuracy and contemporary codes like the Animus. And when you put all that together, it gives you the chance to embody iconic characters, to live powerful fantasies, all the while immersed in intriguing historical settings.
It's amazing. So how will Assassin's Creed evolve in the coming years?
Well, we're going to double down on our passion for history as we explore the past with courage. We strongly believe that history can be the most powerful and eye-opening source of entertainment. And our teams believe that history can help us better understand the world that we live in, as so many elements from the past still resonate with our present. But don't worry, we're going to keep telling grand, epic stories so that viewers and players alike can feel the vertigo that only human history can bring.
I love the way you talk about history and about using history as a playground. What an incredible thing to be able to use history in this way. But what does this mean for fans going forward?
Well, we want our passion for history to fuel the expansion of the franchise into new territories. So I'm very happy to announce today our very first open-world Assassin's Creed game for mobile. It will feature all the iconic Assassin's Creed gameplay, but optimized for an experience on touch controls. And I just can't wait to tell you more about the story and the setting.
Let's take a look at the trailer.
And again, just like Division Heartland and whatchamacallit, Rainbow Six, it doesn't look bad, but it's mobile. The fact that it's on mobile and it's set in China, it's delicious.
Well, look at that. A brand new Assassin's Creed game set in China. It looks amazing. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about the features?
Well, for the first time in our open world games, you can create your own character. You'll get the chance to do things like parkour atop the Great Wall of China, sneak through bustling cities, engage in intense combat, and discover the secrets of vastness of ancient China.
Well, that leads me to my next
This
question.
is insane.
So, Mac, many of us know that a Netflix show is in development, and the community would like to know more. What else can you tell us?
Well, it's still early in development, but I can confirm that we are co-developing the Netflix series with Ubisoft Film and Television, Netflix, obviously, and an insanely talented showrunner, Jeb Stewart. It's going to be an epic, genre-bending, live-action adaptation of our video game series. But that's not the only thing we have in development with Netflix. We also have a new mobile game in development for their platform.
Wow, so you're doing quite a lot with Netflix. And just out of interest, there's no reason for me to ask this. This is just curious. A lot of people probably want to know who is the casting director for that.
Well, why do you want to know?
No, I'm just that a lot of people have been tweeting in about that.
Well, we'll put his name on screen.
I'll talk to you after about that. In the meantime, let's take a look at the wider world of Assassin's Creed.
I would totally watch that live concert if it ever came by me. A podcast. The Magus Conspiracy. Okay, a webtoon for Black Flag.
Well, the wider world of Assassin's Creed there. And look, we've had a lot of surprises today. I think that's fair to say. But in the grand tradition of surprises, Mac, I think you might have saved the biggest one for last.
Well, Danny, that's right. Believe it or not, I've got more things to show to you. So how about we take a leap of faith into the future together?
Let's take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's what you call big news, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there that I think, from your point of view, certainly the community, the fans have been asking for a long time.
Yeah, is that really
So,
like the
Mac,
last
tell
big
us more.
news?
Well, this is codename Red, our next premium flagship title and the future of our open world RPG games on Assassin's Creed. It is being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, the studio behind Assassin's Creed Odyssey, under the creative direction of Jonathan Dumont. It will let players explore one of their most awaited settings ever on the franchise, feudal Japan, and they'll live a very powerful shinobi fantasy.
I mean, people have been waiting.
So I
for
guess
this for a
Mirage is a
long time,
one-off of
haven't
going
they?
back to the
They
origins
certainly have.
and
Now
back to
you
the
brought it to
RPG.
It's amazing.
Which is good, and you're slightly cruel in that you're teasing me with it. I very much want that. You mentioned some of the other studios. What's Montreal up to right now?
Well, we have our veteran team behind Assassin's Creed Valhalla in Montreal, the birthplace of Assassin's Creed, who's been hard at work on a new flagship title as well. It is being led by creative director Clint Hawking and is a very different type of Assassin's Creed game.
And I believe you may have brought us something that we can watch now. Yes, here it is.
This is the one about like the witch hunts of the Holy Roman Empire, according to the leaks. Thanks, Jason Schreier, for ruining this for many.
Well, the surprises just keep on coming. What can you tell us about this project?
Well, this is codename Hexe, and I can't wait for our fans to tear apart that trailer and find out all its secrets.
Yeah, absolutely, and work out the code name. You guys have always got code names for stuff. There was it a year ago? There was codename Infinity. Where are you with that?
Well, that's a great question, Danny, and I'm happy to give you a little bit more about Project Infinity today. Infinity is not a game per se. It's going to be the single entry point for our fans into the Assassin's Creed franchise into the future.
So are you saying that players will be able to explore their very own animus, kind of like a time machine?
Exactly, Alice. Infinity is going to be a hub that will unite all our different experiences and our players together in meaningful ways.
So, obviously that begs the question, if you're connecting players and there's more than one player, a lot of people will be thinking, are we talking multiplayer?
Well, Danny, it seems we can't hide anything from you.
You can't.
So we're actually investigating how we will bring back standalone multiplayer experiences into the Assassin's Creed universe, all connected to the Infinity Hub.
Well, it sounds extraordinary. You must have a nap at some point because you've all been very, very busy. So our thanks, Mac. Some major new developments there. And I'm sure everyone at home Can't wait to get involved. Thank you for joining us today and sharing all this incredibly exciting news.
Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Alice. It's been a pleasure to be here and to be finally able to share all these great things that we have coming for our fans.
So, to sum up, there are a lot of exciting things to look forward to. Let's remind ourselves of everything you can expect from now onwards.
This year, we will see the release of the last chapter to Eivor's story in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Then in 2023, we'll see the release of the next big title, Assassin's Creed Mirage, set in Baghdad, and following the story of Basim from street thief to master assassin.
Then it's time for the long-awaited setting of feudal Japan with Assassin's Creed Codename Red. And as Mac announced, there will also be a very different type of experience with Assassin's Creed Codename Hex.
And in the coming years, we'll see the launch of the new platform, Assassin's Creed Infinity, connecting players to the games in a whole new way.
But that's not all. We'll also see the launch of our first open-world game for mobile with Assassin's Creed Codename Jade. And of course, the release of our live-action series in partnership with Netflix.
So, loads to come. But that, my friends, I'm afraid, is all we have time for today in this very special Assassin's Creed Anniversary Showcase. Now, before I get too comfortable in our hideout and end up slipping into my Ezio cosplay as normal, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today and making this first ever showcase so special. Plus, of course, a big thank you to our guests. And I shouldn't do this, Alice, but, you know, in the spirit of wrapping up, what's the one thing you're most looking forward to?
That's a very tricky question. We've seen so many amazing things. I'm going to pick a few.
Okay.
I would choose Mirage, the Netflix series, and also Feudal Japan. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Great. And for all of you at home, remember that you can pre-order Mirage now. In the meantime, you can jump back into Valhalla.
No, I won't. You didn't show it.
Last chapter.
So,
which is exactly, Alice.
I'll wait until the week before it's out.
While we pass back to Ubisoft Forward. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Neil, that was one hell of a show.
You can say that again.
That was one hell of a show.
Well, that does it for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. We hope you enjoyed it. Yusuf, what are you looking forward to playing?
You know, we covered so many great games today. Can't wait to play them all.
Well, if you need a reminder of all the upcoming games featured today, head to our website at ubisoft.com. And remember to grab that free month of Ubisoft Plus. You won't want to miss it.
Thank you all for watching around the globe.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
I don't know what I expected, but even with low expectations, wow. It's like brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh, poor Ubisoft. Man, you really are in trouble, aren't you? Well, that's going to be it for my reaction to the Ubisoft Forward for 2022. I'll definitely save some of my thoughts, or more extensive thoughts, when I talk to Paul about this in our next episode of the X Button, which is going to be the X Button episode 69, which is very nice. So I want to thank everyone that's going to watch this BOD, and new episodes of the X Button will always go live on Thursdays at 2 p.m. onwards, God willing, depending on our upload times. And thank you for joining us, and remember, press X to play. Hasta luego.